Salamualaikum guys and girls, this is Mr. Middle Path aka Ahmed Mauer, and today we're going to talk about quitting pornography, masturbation, and this is part 2 of the series. And part 2 is going to be a very simple thing that we can all do, but it's also, I don't expect anyone to actually do it because it's almost impossible. Despite the fact that it's simple, it's almost impossible. And that is to cut off your internet, right? It makes no sense if someone is an alcoholic and wants to quit alcohol to stock up a bunch of beers in his fridge and wine in his cellar and say, I'm quitting. But for some reason, everyone does this when it comes to pornography. And I understand why. A lot of people live with their parents, a lot of people have roommates, a lot of people simply are not in control of, you can't, if you live with your family, you can't just cut off the internet. I mean, what the hell, we need the internet. So if you're not in that situation, you're living by yourself, cut off your internet, see what happens. If you need to use the internet, go do it at a public place, right? But if you are in a situation where you can't cut off the internet because you're living with other people, then you still need to only use the internet in a public place. If you're in your home, take your computer or your laptop to the living room. Never surf privately, never surf online when you're by yourself, and never surf at night. That's a very simple thing that we can do, but no one really does it. And it's very important that everybody really starts to get that. If you know that you're gonna put your, if you know that there's a, if there's a robber in that alleyway, and then you walk through that alleyway, you deserve to get robbed. If you know that you can't control yourself at a certain time of day or when you're by yourself, and yet you go online, you deserve to fail. Really, guys, you can't just beat this off of willpower and emotions and la feelings. You also have to use your brain here and be aware of yourself and your weaknesses and your strengths. So in addition to that, I also would like to recommend that in the beginning, sometimes it's really hard, the first week, the first 2 weeks. So if you can go camping, if you can get away from society for a little bit, if you're a Muslim and there's Jamaat Tabligh mosque next to you, one really good thing that they do is that they actually have a time where you spend the night at the mosque, like 3 days or I don't know, like 2 weeks or something. They have different days that they spend the night at the mosque and they go out and they talk to people, and that's very therapeutic, hanging out with other people and just kind of being immersed in the spirituality and deen, and also being away from the internet, because obviously you're not going to have access to those things when you're in the mosque except on your phone, but everyone's going to be around you, so you're not going to be using your phone in that way if you're with those other people. So going out fi sabilillah, all of these things with the Jamaat Tabligh, or if you're not Muslim, camping, or even if you are Muslim, camping, there's many different options that you can do to get away from it all. And then when you come back to your home, to the mundane world, you're kind of refreshed and you're prepared to keep on going. Okay? That's part 2, guys. Part 3, inshallah, coming up. Assalamu alaikum.